It's Saturday, August 28th, 2010. I'm Kevin McShann, and this is the McShann Sports Beat Report. Some may argue that inconsistency is the only thing that men do consistently, and for Arizona Cardinals quarterback Matt Leinart, that motto can certainly be attached to describe his career up to this point. The roller coaster ride continued on Thursday for the fifth-year pro when he was informed by Cardinals head coach Ted Whisenhunt that he was being benched in favor of veteran Derek Anderson, as Whisenhunt looks for any opportunity to give his stagnant offense a much-needed spark. Anderson is set to start and play in the entire first quarter for the Cardinals in their third preseason game on Saturday night against the Chicago Bears, while Leinart is scheduled to play the entire second quarter and well into the second half, according to Whisenhunt. Whisenhunt says that the performance of both signal callers and the entire offensive unit has been so suspect this preseason, it hasn't given him or his staff an equal opportunity to fairly evaluate what they have at the most important position in all of sports. Well, I don't think we played really well enough offensively to make any determination, Whisenhunt said, other than we have to get better. We're looking at different combinations of people, he said. The embattled Leinart took a rather defensive tone when he vented his frustration and discussed the situation with the Arizona Republic on Friday. I've done everything up until this point that they've asked of me, and more. I've worked hard, been a leader, I've been accurate, haven't turned the ball over. I don't know how we can judge performance when you have 13 pass attempts to the other guys, 40, Leinart said. However, Leinart also understands that the onus is on him to get better as a quarterback. I'm not going to sit here and complain and point fingers. I know I have to get better, and I will get better, Leinart said. I don't know. I really don't know. It seems like every preseason there's something I'm trying to get through, Leinart said. I really don't know what's going on or why decisions are being made. I've worked extremely hard to get to this point, and I hope everyone sees that, he said. Leinart was named the incumbent starter by Whisenhunt following Kurt Warner's retirement earlier this offseason. However, some of the same problems that have plagued him throughout the course of his career have propped up again this preseason. He has failed to lead the team's offense to a single score and couldn't even manage a first down in the 3 series he played in the team's 24-10 loss to the Tennessee Titans on Monday. In Monday's loss at Tennessee, the former Heisman Trophy winner went 4 for 6 for 28 yards, and for the totality of the preseason, he's gone 10 for 13 for 77 yards. His longest completion has been for 16 yards. So now, The keys to this car get turned over to Anderson, who is no stranger to quarterback battles. He spent the majority of his time with the Cleveland Browns, battling former number one pick Brady Quinn for playing time in Cleveland. Anderson says he believes that he's grown leaps and bounds in Arizona's offense in a short period of time. I think I've made big strides since the spring, Anderson said, who's completed 24 of 41 passes for 193 yards with 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. I feel good about it. We've been pretty basic in the preseason for the most part, learning every single day, he said. Regardless of who's been under center for the Cardinals this preseason, it's been extremely difficult to operate an efficient offense with all the injuries at the wide receiver position. Star receiver Larry Fitzgerald has a sprained right ankle. Early Doucette has a sprained abdominal muscle. Darren Morey has broken his hand, and Andre Roberts has a shoulder injury. However, the tide may be turning in Arizona's favor in regards to their injury situation. Fitzgerald increased his level of activity at Thursday's practice. However, the team is aiming to get him fully healthy and prepared for their season opener, September 12th, in St. Louis against the Rams in the Edward Jones Dome. As for Doucette, he returned to practice on Thursday, and there's a chance he could play in the team's game against the Bears. If you wanted to coin the quarterback situation in the desert as unsettled, and if you wanted to say that both signal callers have something to prove and have underachieved during the course of their career and are itching at the opportunity to claim this job as their own, you would be correct in both statements. However, in fairness to both Leinart and Anderson, the wide receiving core in Arizona has been walking wounded for quite some time, which makes it very difficult to establish any sort of rhythm, timing, or consistency with wide receivers or as an offensive unit as a whole. Nevertheless, this is a results-oriented business, and the show must go on. Now it's up to Whisenhunt and his staff to untangle this web of mediocrity and pick a starter which gives them the best chance to win. And that, my friends, could be easier said than done. Kevin McShan, Sports Beat Report.